Hello, y'all. How's it going? Welcome in. I'm Heather, the owner of Stitches, Knots, and More. If you're new here, thanks for visiting. If you're not, thanks for being a continued supporter. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and don't forget to like and share the video with others if you think they would enjoy it. So in today's vlog, we're just going to talk about some whips and what I have completed this week and actually what I am working on from my pattern stash, which if you didn't check that video out, I will link that maybe somewhere here at the top or at the end of this video. There'll be a link to last week's video talking about my huge pattern stash that I am going to be working through. So for the pattern that I'm going to start with on that, I did ask in that video if people would like to give me any suggestions on where to start in my pattern stash. I told which ones I was most excited about. And I decided to start with the little mushroom house pattern that I have. So maybe I could show you guys that. I'll do a display capture real quick and show you that. Where is it at? So this is what I'm going to be currently working on, and this is from my stash of 60 plus patterns that I mentioned in last week's video. So that is what I started on this week, because that was one of the 3 that I mentioned I was most excited for. So this is that started. It's very little on that started. And I really haven't crocheted a lot in the last couple of weeks or whatever, because I was sick and I just really wasn't feeling up to it. But I'm also probably down below, you might see me working on a tapestry design. Now, it's not this one that I'm about to show you, but it's going to go with this one because this is going to be 2 parts. I might even make it 3 parts, because the one that's probably playing down in the corner of this video is, I might make 2 of those to go with this one, possibly. But this is a design that I made, and I will show you. Like I said, you should see in the bottom hand right or left hand corner me working on the second half of this. But this is another pattern that I designed, a tapestry pattern. And I did go on Instagram and I did go on TikTok showing the weeping willow, which is this one here that I created and that I actually have the pattern for. I just haven't figured out how to share it yet. So I was just showing it on TikTok and Instagram to see if anyone would be interested if I did a tester call. Now, Instagram, I got practically no views on it on Instagram, but on TikTok, I got lots of views and lots of likes on it there. And I did have 3 people reach out in the comments on TikTok saying they wouldn't mind testing that. Now, I just need to figure out how to share the PDF file with them in a way that it's read only and they can add comments to let me know how, any changes that they see need to be done or whatever. But so yeah, this one I'll probably also do a pattern for. This one and the other one that you might be seeing me make here in the bottom right or left hand corner. But if you think you would be interested in making this tapestry as well, let me know. I'm going to work on the pattern and hopefully get that up as well. Again, I don't have my website done. I could always list them on Etsy, the patterns. I just have to look into how that works to share the patterns. So I might go ahead and list those on Etsy once I have them done. And now these other things I'm going to show you, they're just whips. Okay, these are whips that I made probably 2 years ago. Actually, it might even been longer than that, because I think we were still in West Virginia when I made these. So there's this bag. It's super cute. So maybe this one I didn't do in West Virginia. No, I feel like I did them here because I got this yarn in a mystery box from Mary Maxim. Maximum or Mary Maxim. I think that's what it's called. And this yarn is actually reflective. I don't know if y'all can see the little specks in there, but those little specks that you see, like these little gray specks, like if you use this at night and there is light shining on it, they reflect. So it's really cool. The only thing I haven't figured out with what I want to do with this one is, do I want to make it a backpack style bag or leave it like as a drawstring? Like, yeah, give me some ideas what you would do with this, you know? Because this is just yarn that I braided, and I don't really like that. I want it to be more professional looking, look nicer. So I was thinking maybe I could buy some sort of leather strapping or something to put in there, quite possibly, and then decide on whether or not I want to add straps on the back and make it a backpack, or if I just want to add like handles on the side and it could just be like a market type bag. But yeah, that will go on my website once I have that up, and I will line it. It is not lined yet. I had black fabric to line it, but I think I used it for something else since I hadn't used it on this. And yeah, so it'll probably have a black lining. I might try and put pockets in there too or something for whatever. But yeah, let me know what y'all think of that. And obviously I still have a tail I got to weave in. But yeah, that's a super cute bag. So this video is going to be kind of short because like I said, I haven't worked on a lot since I've been sick. So these are also 2 bags that I made that will also be lined, and that's just the inside there. And then this is the strap. I did it 2 different colors. So let's see, maybe I can pull it back here. Oop. But yeah, that's the strap for that one. But yeah, these will go in my shop as well once I get them done. And I am thinking about lining this with some sort of fabric too, because as y'all know, when you use like a crochet strap, it stretches eventually. I mean, maybe there's certain yarns that you can use that don't do that, but I think I'm going to line one side with either some white fabric, or I could use this because this is the fabric I bought to line these other 2 bags that I have. And they're a pretty good match for these. So, but there's that little bag. And then again, this is the lining material for these 2 bags. And then I have this bag, which is cute, but I feel like I might have made the strap a little too short on this one. I don't know. I would be fine with it. And let me know in the comments below, what do you guys like? Do you prefer longer or bigger bags with longer straps? Or, I mean, what do you like? I like a small bag. I don't put a lot in my bag. I'm not a maximalist. I don't carry a bunch of crap. But that's the strap for that bag. And again, it will be lined. And I'm still trying to decide how I want to close these 2. I might do a button closure for them, quite possibly. I mean, if I could figure out how to do a zipper install, I might even be willing to do like a zipper close for these. But those will go up on my website eventually when I get that up and running. But so those are the bags. And yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more that I really need to talk about in this video. So we're probably going to keep it pretty short. Let me look through these real quick because maybe I could show you the colors that I've picked for my, whatever you want to call it. The, where is that at? Is that under pictures? Yeah. So as y'all might remember, no, that's not what we wanted. Oh, screenshots. So as y'all might remember, all right, let's close that. maximize that. Let's do our display capture again, turn that back on. So as I mentioned in my last video, this is another one of the patterns that I've bought that I haven't made. And I wanted to show you guys the colors I've chosen for that. I think it's going to be, I think I'm going to use these colors for mine. So my little mushroom or hatling, they call them hatlings. So my hatlings are actually going to have, okay, it's not letting me minimize that. There we go. So I'll make that smaller. So my little hatlings, I'm going to use these colors for mine. I think those are the colors I'm using for mine. So we got this, it looks kind of red on camera, but I feel like I'm going to use these colors, and I have a brown as well. Let me see if I have that right here. I feel like I brought that up here. Yeah. So these are the colors I'm going to use for my little hatling person. So, and I don't know if I showed you, but yeah, I feel like those are going to be the colors for my little hatling that I'm going to make. And then the mushroom, let's see, I didn't show you all the colors I was going to use for the mushroom. Let's close that. All right, so the mushroom, I'm using this. It's kind of like a creamy color for the bottom part of the mushroom. This will be for the top part of the mushroom. And then you have these little, the white spots will be done with this yarn for the top of the little mushroom house. And then I was going to use this. Now this yarn is bigger than these because I don't have a color like this. Like, because for the mushroom, the door is, let me see. I minimize that. Open that again. Let me show you this again. Display capture. Like for the mushroom, let's make this a little bigger. We'll just make it really big, but just keep in mind, this is the color I'm going to use for my door. All right, so I'm basically making my mushroom kind of like this one, but I don't have small yarn for that. But yeah, so that's explaining the mushroom here. So the mushroom bottom will be this, the mushroom cap will be this with the little white spots on top, and then this color for the door. I'm just going to have to do smaller rounds because if you look at these yarns, my door will just be, it's going to be a thicker door. It's just not going to be, because look at the difference in the thickness. So yeah, so I'll just have to make it slightly smaller with this yarn because this is a 4-weight. This is not. This white is not a 4-weight, but I don't have this color in this size yarn, but I figured I can make it work. And then I have this because this will be for like the leaves and stuff, the little stems for the little things around the house, and then this will be for the windows. Let me show you that, because if you look at this, see how they got this little there's little green stems and flowers. So yeah, that's what my stems were going to be made with, was this green yarn. Okay, I made this like way too large and in charge here. But yeah, so that's what this green is for, to embroider the little plants on my little mushroom house. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I think that's all I have for y'all in today's video, keeping it short, sweet, and to the point. Since I am not the best at chatting with people, I don't have a very interesting life, so hopefully each week I can figure out what, to talk about. I don't know. Do y'all have that problem? Are you a YouTuber? Do you have a hard time coming up with what you want to talk about? Because some people just, they have so much going on in their lives. They just have so much to talk about. and it's easier for them to do these videos. I don't have a problem talking with people, but I almost feel like I'd rather just do live streams like on a daily basis. I wouldn't even mind doing them. Like, I could probably do it daily if I really wanted to, if people would show up, because I find it easier to chat with people live than trying to pretend like you're sitting right here in front of me and talking to me. And I've watched plenty of videos on that, and like they're like, just talk as if you're talking to a friend or something. And I'm like, well, I don't really have friends that I really talk to, so I can't really pretend like I'm talking to a friend. So you guys are my friends here. I don't know. I feel like I'm not connecting with people in the crochet community for some reason, because I try and comment on videos, and I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not connecting very well with people. And it is unfortunate because I love crocheting. And also, maybe y'all could help me find like variety crocheters. Like, a lot of the crocheters I watch, they're strictly amigurumi. Okay. And I'm not strictly amigurumi. Okay. I make bags. I make tapestries. I make clothing, more like hats and scarves and stuff. And I have one sweater that I made. I can show that to you all sometime. It's the eyeball sweater. It was very popular one year, so I went ahead and made that. And I'm probably going to be giving that away because they're not really my colors. They're like really bright, and I don't know, they're fun colors, but I'm more of a, I don't know, I like darker colors, like muted tones, not like really bright in your face tones. And the sweater that I made, it was actually made with really bright colors. And the only reason I did that is because it was yarn that was given to me, and I'm not going to waste it. So, but I'll probably, maybe I could show that to y'all in another video, the sweater I made, and maybe do a giveaway for that once it gets cold again, because nobody's going to want to wear it during the summertime or in spring. But anyway, if you guys know any variety crocheters, people that do like a variety of things, maybe share them in the comments below. Or if you're a variety crocheter, let me know. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'll try and follow you. And the same for on Instagram. Because over on Instagram, which I don't mind, because a lot of the people I'm following on Instagram, they do prefer to do plushies and stuff like what I do. I don't do the ones to just sell. They use the same material as me. They use like cotton or acrylic, and they make these very detailed plushies. Those are the types of people I am really trying to follow, since that is really what I like. But I do like following all sorts of people though, because I love watching people do their crafts, and it's just, we all like the same things. So let's follow each other and help each other out and whatnot. So, but yeah, if you could share any variety crocheters with me, if you have any suggestions for videos so I can like keep y'all interested and keep you coming back, you guys can educate me. I'm here to connect with you because I really would like to have that connection with other fiber artists and just crafty people in general. Even if you're not a crocheter, let me know what you craft. I want to see it all. I don't just strictly need to see crochet stuff. If you have an Instagram, share it below. I'll follow you and check out your stuff. No problem. But anyway, we're going to keep it short today. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you liked the stuff that I showed you, that the whips I, have been in progress for a long time. I mean, they're mostly done. The bags are mostly done. I just really need to get some sort of closure on them and line them so I can put them in a shop. So anyway, let me know what your favorite thing was of the items that I showed you today. If you think you would be interested in my tapestry, let me know. And like I said, you probably saw a video of the other part of the tapestry that I'm going to be starting on soon too. Probably saw it playing at the bottom here. But anyway, I'm going to quit babbling. I just go on and on at the end. It's kind of crazy how I do that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please consider liking and subscribing and sharing the video with other people. And if you haven't, please consider checking out last week's video. I only got 19 views on that. So if you could share that stuff, that would be great. I'm not getting many views because YouTube just doesn't recognize me as a big YouTuber yet. Maybe I'll never be big, and that's fine. I'm just sharing my love for my craft with y'all. But anyway, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.